With technology increasing, there are new inventions that serve the purpose of humans to a more beneficial extent, and now robotic surgery is taking the place of surgeries performed by human hands. It is interesting to know how much technology can grow to better society, especially in the field of medicine. The most latest robotic technology is composed of the Da Vinci robot, in which the surgeon operates the surgery through the robot. In such cases, the surgeon has to be expertly trained with the best programs. But which drilling method is the best procedure to train these surgeons? Two primary sources in one article were examined. The different experiments in the sources all agreed that hands-on methods that evaluate steadiness were the best drills. However, the Da Vinci simulator also prepared surgeons to work directly with the robot. The surgeon's hand-eye coordination is improved, steadiness is enforced, precision is noted, and most importantly, a real-time evaluation is given to the surgeon. The advantages and disadvantages of the methods were either experimented on or researched by the sources. Although each source took a different approach in establishing the benefit of certain training procedures, each one essentially holds the same criteria to evaluate the methods. The two primary sources experimented with different practices with a simulator that tested gripping, placing, etc. On the other hand, the article displayed information on the necessity for robotic surgery training. In all the sources, it was concluded that robotic surgeons with hands-on training had a higher success rate, and training with simulators was even more advantageous. In essence, when robotic surgeons trained with simulators, they had a higher surgical success rate. It was concluded that a training program of first doing inanimate tasks and then progressing to robotic simulators was the most efficient drilling combination. It's not difficult to assess knowledge because that can be done through standardized tests such as the USMLE or the MCAT, but it's harder to critique practical skills in the surgery room. And the experiments in the primary sources consisted of that combination to an extent as well. The article stated that robotic surgery is more of a skills group assessment, where human intelligence is coupled with robotic precision. This is what the drilling combination also prepares surgeons for. The study conducted with various inanimate tasks made certain that the surgeons mastered the general techniques of steady hands, comprehension, and time management. Each trial was timed, and each time a child failed somehow, time was added to the total amount. And that way the surgeon was able to evaluate themselves and improve on what they needed to do for the next time. Robotic simulators, like the Da Vinci simulator, places a surgeon inside a virtual surgery area, in which the robot has to be implemented to complete the surgery. A surgeon will not know how performing surgery with the robot is like without having experienced it firsthand beforehand. It proves vital to ensure that the surgeon knows the different robotic functions and movements that increase the efficiency of the human-robot communication. There might have been some errors created by the experiments when testing the surgeons for proficiency. Sometimes the tests may not have been carried out in a professional manner. Some surgeons may not have understood the task, for instance. Furthermore, there may have been a couple of discrepancies between the starting and ending times when the surgeons were completing their tests. Both of those errors would have increased the length it took the surgeon to complete the tasks for the initial measurements, and thus it would have proved that the surgeon needed more time management skills, when in reality it might not have been such a big deal in the first place. However, all in all, a combination of improving the surgeon's own human techniques along with familiarizing the surgeon with robotic techniques proves to be the best method for preparing robotic surgeons for a successful surgery.